Hello again, and welcome to another edition of Wrench, Ride, and Repeat. Sure, not everyone's happy with the groundhog seeing his shadow this morning, but 6 more weeks of winter just gives us more time to work on the bikes, right? Today we're going to be talking about piston ring installation and piston installation into the cylinders. We're going to check the end gap on the rings before we put them on the pistons. We're going to check the ring spacing once the rings are on the pistons. I don't know, these pistons might have some age on them. We might put these rings on and find out that they're out of service limit, and then we're just going to have to stop altogether and get some new pistons. They cleaned up really nice and well. They're not scratched up or dinged in any way, so we're hoping to get this done today. Once the rings are on, we're going to set the indexing per the manual, right? We talked about using the manual, so today we're going to use it pretty extensively, because this is some, fine-tuning stuff you really need to know what you're doing, and the manual will definitely help with that. Once we get the indexing in, we're going to use the piston ring compressor and put the pistons into the appropriate cylinders, and then that'll be prepped for installation back on the bike. We have some upcoming content coming along here soon that's going to be the headwork, right? We're going to lap some valves, make sure we're not having any leaks. The seats look good from what I saw initially. Then we're going to put new seals in and put the valves and springs and all that stuff back in, and those heads will be ready for install as well. The other thing we have coming up is I'm waiting for a breather gear for the gearbox, and I'll show you a picture of that breather I pulled out, and there's no way I was sticking that back in. I have a new cam to put in, so we have to check the spacing and play on both those items. And we got some new head bolts coming in too. So it's been a pretty good build, and hopefully you come along for the ride and maybe even learn a few things. We'll see you soon. Hi, and welcome back. As I mentioned in the previous section, we're now going to install piston rings on the pistons and measure some gaps out. So let's start off. We're going to take the piston here, and actually we're going to take the first set of rings. All right, this is the top ring. There's no mark on either side. And if you want to come in here and get a little close, we're going to go ahead and put this ring in here. All right, and then we're going to set our gauge at 1 inch. All right, so an inch gauge, and we're going to put that down the same depth the whole way around. If I can hold my thing there we go. Okay, there, okay, there, okay. Let me see, do I have 1 inch there? Yeah, okay. So this is the important part. If you can zoom in on here, do you see that tiny little gap at the end of the rings? All right, per our table 2A, it says the compression ring end gap should be 0.013. I have my feeler gauges out here, and 0.013. Okay, I'm going to lock these guys down. And we're just going to slide that in there. All right. Oh, that's a nice feel. That's just right. Okay, there's a very little drag. There's no play. It slides in and out of there perfectly. So that one's set. All right. So that's the first one. We might as well check the other one for the other cylinder. Again, we'll get it down in here. Grab our gauge at 1 inch. Just push this guy down in. Okay, get 1 inch. Get 1 inch. Get 1 inch. Okay, come over here. Some people will put the piston in and let's put it in upside down, just to make sure you're square all the way around there. So you can do it either way. This is a more measured way, so it's even the whole way around. We'll circle back around. We'll find our gap again. Okay. There's our 0.013. The spec is between 0.007 and, oh, yeah, 0.007 and 0.020. So 0.013 is somewhere in the middle there. All right, I'm going to slide him in. All right, that one's a little tighter. Okay, but still well within spec no matter which way you go. All right, nice slide. That one's actually a little tighter than the first one, so we'll call those good. All right, those are our top rings. Next we have the second rings. Now these are your second rings. So as we talked about it before, can you see the dots on those rings? Okay, so we'll do that. Do the same thing. Stick him in there. Our little measure guy. How about this one? You do the piston. We'll square it up with the piston. Okay, so just stick the piston in there. Make sure your line is the whole way around about the same, right? Not too deep on one side or the other. There is a little play, so it will deflect a little bit. And then we'll spin, we'll get them into the light. You see our dot? See the dot? And our feeler gauge, compression ring is compression ring. So 0.013, and we'll slide him in there. And there's more than enough room. You can't add, but you can subtract. So if they're tight, you can widen them out a little bit. If they're loose, then you really got to check them within spec, and they're well within spec. So here we're going to do the second one. So we'll slide that guy in there. Take our piston. Okay, push our piston down to a nice and square all the way around. Right? And then we'll spin around again. Find our slot, our gap. And we slide that right down in there. Get my big finger out of the way. And it's nice. It's well within spec. These are brand new rings, so I wouldn't expect them to be horrible bad. All right. And then these are our oil rings, oil control end gap. Okay, so we're going to check all 4 of these real quick. Just put that guy in there. Take our piston. Slide him in there. Now these are really loose, so you don't push a whole lot on them. There's your gap. Now these ones, oil control ring end gap is 009 to 0052. So we're going to say about 30 in between. So we're going to take a 005 and a 0025, and there's our 30. All right. So let's try him. That's a nice gap in there. Right. Slides right in. It's a little wide, but well within spec still. So we'll pop these out. Try not to scratch your cylinder. Do the next one. Okay. Spin him around. Again, that's a good gap, good feel, right? Like I said, these are all new, so they should be pretty good. Okay. Do the third one. Okay. Oops. Find our gap. And there we go. Get them both in there. Yep. So we're all in spec there. Okay, wonderful. And the last one. Okay. Okay. All right, nice feel. We're good to go. So I'm happy with all the rings. Make sure I still have all 4 of them. Yeah, we're good there. And then these are your oil rings. And although there's not a spec for these, right? Okay, so we're going to try the oil rings, right, the wipers. Now, there's no spec on the gap on these, but if you put them in and they slide right in, they're good. See, super loose. What you're looking for is that they don't overlap like that, right? You don't want them to overlap. If they do, then you gotta trim them or grind them down. Let's check the other one real quick. And yeah, it fits right in there, so no problem. All right, so we'll put those in there. We'll put that away. We're going to need feeler gauges for a little bit more here when we check the ring play. So we'll set the cylinder out of the way, and now's our guy. All right, so there's a couple different ways you can do these. Some people put the compression rings in first. I like to start with the wiper. So these are just nice flimsy steel rings, but you still don't want to torque them, right? You want to try and keep them as good as you can. So we're going to start here. I'm going to put the ring down in its groove and then just kind of walk it around until it falls down in its place. See how that goes? Okay. Then we're going to take our spring ring. All right, this guy's nice and easy because it's pretty flexible. We're going to put him down around. All right. And pop him in, hopefully he gets in there. That's going to be a little tight. Okay, pause that. Good? Okay, so we got the wiper rings in there okay. It was the wrong process that I was doing to try and get them in there. But as you can see, we have both the spacer rings and a wiper ring. So now we're going to do the second ring, okay? Where's our dot? There's the dot. Okay, so this we're going to use our special tool. This is very handy because you do not want to warp these, okay? And as I mentioned, I think in one of my other videos, the reason for this dot is not just because it's arbitrarily there. This ring, you can't really see it, but it's tapered a certain way. So if you put that dot in upside down, it's not gonna wipe that oil when the piston goes up and down, and you're gonna get a lot of blow by, right? And you're gonna get excessive wear on your cylinders because it's just not the way it's supposed to be in there. So we'll take our pliers and we want to spread that ring out nice and even, not any further than where you need to go. Okay, so we'll spread her out, put her down in its groove, and there it is. Okay, so there's your ring in your second groove. Dot up, always dot up. Okay, so we'll take our top compression ring, same thing. Okay, no dot, no burrs, right? Nice smooth edges. We'll take our tool here. We're going to spread that ring out. Sorry, my hand's in the way. All right, spread that out just far enough to get it into its land. All right. It snaps right into place. Okay, so now we have all our rings on. All right, there's our gaps. Let's find that gap in the bottom rings. Okay, so there's one. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to index. And by that means is you can't have all these holes, all these gaps on the same side. Am I boring you? So what we're going to do is index them. All right. And per this picture in the manual, let's get a picture of that. Okay. So what they do is I like to start with, it doesn't matter where they are as long as they are offset. So I like to take the top gap and set it on the bushing or the connecting rod hole. All right. And then you take the second one, and this gets a little tricky. Take that second ring, find its gap, and put it all the way over 180 degrees out. So let me see if we can see this here. All right, see how your gaps are? All right, there's one gap there, there's one gap there, that's 180 degrees out. Now we want to hold these while we find the other ones. So now our gaps on the top rings are on this side and on this side. So we're going to set the wiper rings on this side and this side. And then everybody's 80 degrees out, 180 degrees out from where they should be. All right. Find a little screwdriver, and there, here's the gap on this one. So we're just going to bump him over. All right. That's the bottom ring. Now he's right here. Now we're going to find that top ring, and he's right there. And we're going to push him real nice and lightly all the way to the other side. So there's his gap. There's the other gap on the wiper. There's our top ring gap. And there's our bottom ring gap. Okay. So there's all the rings gapped. All right, so before we put the pistons in the cylinders, there's a side play gap that we have to measure, and that is between where the ring sits and in its relation to the piston itself. So the top one is 002 to 0045. So we're going to cut that in the middle at about 3 thousandths. So we're going to stick him in there, right? And that's actually pretty tight, right? So there it goes. Okay, so it fits in there. All right, feel that gauge in there. Oops, I had 2 in there. That's why it wouldn't fit. All right, no, I still have another one in there. Ah, what are you doing to me? All right, so that fits better, okay? We can spin that around, and that gap is just perfect, okay? So the next one, okay, so the top ring is measured at one measurement, and the second ring is measured at a little bit smaller. So it has a 0.0025. So I'm going to take my 0025 and my 0025. Okay, 0025. We're going to come down here, right? I'm going to slide him right in there under that, between that second ring and the piston. Let me get him out of the way a little bit. And that slides right in nice and tight, okay? So we're good. And then the oil control is 005. It's 0016 to 0076. So it's a pretty big gap. So we're going to go with a 004 and just put him in there like that. These bottom ones can be a little tricky. All right, and right in, and you're good. It's nice and thick in there, nice and tight. All right, both grooves are great. We're in good shape. So now we can start thinking about putting the piston in the cylinder. And to do that, I'm going to flip the cylinder over. We're going to take our tool here. All right. I must be really boring today. My camera person's yawning a lot. So we'll spread him out. All right, spread him out. Make sure our indexing is still good. So that top one shifted a little bit. All right. Our second ring is good there. And I believe our wipers are okay too. So we'll put him out over the piston rings, nice and gentle. All right. Oop, don't turn your stuff, okay? So get them right where the rings start. Squeeze them down a little bit, okay? Okay. So now we have just the skirt showing, right? Oh, we missed that top piston, or that top ring. So let's try this again. Let me squeeze that off of there again. All right. Very careful. And you just don't need a whole lot of skirt sticking out. It's more important that you grab that ring. All right. So squeeze them in there. Get our tool back on. Okay, now let's take a look at that. It's a little better. Tap that down just a little bit, just so you get that lip of that skirt started. Okay. Get that in there. All right. And then, let's see here. This is our top of the cylinder. We want our arrow to go forward. So, let me see here. Yes, so we want it to go like this. Okay, make sure you hold that clamp on there. I got a little lubricating spray. Okay. A little around there, a little around the skirt of the piston. All right. I want my cylinder going forward. So this is, I just jammed myself up there. So we want, this is turned around. Okay. So I believe we want it, yes, like this. All right. So just put your skirt in there. Give it a little tap. Get all your rings. All right. And then you can also just work these in too if you get to a jam. So let's spin around here, make sure we got all that in. Make sure that's in there right. So this, the arrow is forward. This is your right side. So this would go in there. All right. Let's see if we can get this ring back on here. Let's take a little tapping hammer here. See, it's going down in. Nice and easy. All right. Take the tool off. You can see all your rings are set, right? All the way around. Now you don't want to go down any further. Actually, we'll leave it right there because when we go to put these on the bikes, we'll have to put the connecting or the wrist pin through there. So we'll actually have to pull that up just a hair to get that to clear. And that, my friends, is how you install piston rings and a piston in a cylinder. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. And if you liked what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. And we'll catch you on the next video. Thank you.